This podcast provides a platform that will share many different points of views that should empower you, uplift you, make you want to go out and do right. When you hear the term still a man, say, yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Still a man. Yes, I am. Let's go.
What's up, people? Happy New Year's. Welcome to another season of the Still a Man podcast. Tonight's topic, the Me Too movement. All right, let's get right to it. So, the founder of the Me Too movement is, I believe her name is pronounced Tarana Burke. And she started this movement as a hashtag in 2006. And this was to empower and uplift women that were victims of, let's just say, sexual misconduct, sexual assault, sexual harassment, anything where the woman was being treated less than she preferred to be treated. All right?
Now, is because she might be another goddamn Oprah Winfrey, that exploit and make money off of people's tragedies and their trauma. So, she might be another one of those get rich off of telling other people's stories. You know, that's what Oprah been doing all along. That's why she getting backlash now.
Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight, guys, is I'm just gonna go ahead and say this in advance. Everyone, please, let's be sensitive and empathetic to everybody's feelings and opinions. Gentlemen, let's respect what the women have to say regarding this matter. Because something that truly impacts and affects them, then we're gonna try to let them lead the conversation. So gentlemen, don't feel left out. But this is something that is, pretty much something that impacts both, but it is directly impacting the women because they are the ones that are subjected more so of said mistreatment. That is not to say that men cannot be sexually assaulted by women or by another man, but we are just for case in point, we are referring to the Me Too movement, and that is primarily geared towards women. Okay, so let's be clear about that. So now let's just get a few definitions out there so that we stay in context during this discussion. So when we say sexual assault, sexual misconduct, again, like I said, anything where you put a woman in a position where she is uncomfortable. No means no. That's all you need to know in that situation. If she says no, and that's it, no more. Doesn't matter if you started out touching her and she tells you halfway through it she doesn't want to continue, then that's it. It's done.
Even when you start penetration, she said, "Oh no, I changed my mind."
That's
it's
it.
over.
That's it.
Exactly.
And
but
ain't no but.
No.
Yeah,
The reason why I say that is because money, people with power, people with money, that's what they do. They've been doing this to these women. And because the women feel like this person is so powerful, they have no type of say or no type of redemption towards this person because of how powerful he is. And so they get away with it. And then they figure, hey, I did it to 15, 20 different people, women across the world, overseas and whatnot, right? And so they never feel like they can be touched. So they go on thinking that they're so powerful that ain't nobody can tell them what to do. Not even chicks that tell them no. They ain't gonna tell them no. So that's what I'm saying. That's what's been going on for the longest. You know, powerful people with money, they do that to women.
So
You know.
let me say this to you guys. I'm here to tell you that those days of old are no more,
Oh
because
yeah, for sure.
that was done in the dark has now been brought to the light. And this all these guys that have cases that are brought against them, new and old, the claims, the list is a who's list. It consists of, it's not discriminating when it comes to it. It's men of color, it's white men, it's foreign men, British, English. The list is very long. There are some women on. Let me give you guys a few examples. So we can go back as far as the 70s. The original super freak himself, Rick James. He was accused of sexual misconduct in 1979. Someone brought suit against him then. Then I believe later on in 1992 or 1993, he had another situation where at this point in his career, his drug use was a constant.
Out of control.
And it was, yes, out of control. And within saying that, his abuse led to him and his significant other, his mate at the time, allegedly kidnapping a woman or two and basically, yeah, and getting them, forcing drugs on them,
for sex,
and
for
then
sexual
they
assault.
said it was kidnapped. So
Yeah.
up to present date now, Rick James is,
And that's what he went to jail for.
yeah, Rick James died 16 years ago. He's been dead 16 years now, I believe it is.
That damn long?
And yes, and they and
Wow.
but here's the thing. Due to current affairs, you know, with the whole Me Too movement and the
And Oprah Winfrey.
let me don't use no acronyms. I'm just gonna tell you the Adult Survivors Act. So because of that law that just expired in November of 2023, somebody brought claim against him, an old claim, I believe it is, or maybe it was new, who knows what it is.
He's dead, ain't
He's dead, but someone filed a suit against
he?
him
Now,
under that law. So I guess
how the hell you gonna get, unless you suing his estate?
that's probably more than likely
That's probably what it is.
what they're going to do. So I just let you guys know about that. Then we got, of course, we got Tupac Shakur, we got Mike Tyson.
Why ain't nobody talking
we
about
got-
Oprah Winfrey?
Hold on, Timmy.
Because
Like,
Hold on.
well, what is just because Oprah Winfrey talked about different
Hold on, we'll
stories
take
don't mean-
Oprah and Gail's head off in a second.
nah. Oprah was selling out her people to goddamn Harvey Weinstein.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Timmy. This is what we're talking about. We're gonna just
Go
stay
ahead.
in
Yeah, go
context.
ahead.
We're talking about the Me Too movement. So we're not.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it pertaining to
Yeah,
that.
the reason why I talk about that because Oprah's against the Me Too movement.
Well, you're gonna have to, if you're gonna make comments like that, accusations, you're gonna have.
Oprah is
some
against
proof.
the Me Too movement. She ain't helped them not one bit. She ain't gave no money to the
Hey
Me
guys,
Too
I gotta
movement.
step away for a moment.
No worries. Tanya, just
Well,
mute your
that
phone.
ain't true, Uncle T. They try to bring down Bill Cosby, Kobe Bryant, and
I
what's the name?
I
R.
know,
Kelly.
So
cause,
So they
guys,
support it in some way.
one thing I'm gonna
yeah,
say to you
because they
guys,
all got besides themselves.
y'all are picking up right where y'all left off with last year.
Oh yeah, go ahead,
Y'all-
Dave.
Trust me when I tell you, let's stick to the subject. So like, I was trying to give you a list of names. You guys just read off course. So again, like I said, Mike Tyson, Tupac Shakur, we got Cuba Gooding Jr.
Junior, yeah.
We got Jamie Foxx, I believe. Cuomo, what is that? The mayor of New York or the governor of New York? I believe
Oh,
he was
yeah,
on the list.
yeah.
Yeah,
Como,
He's on the
he was
list.
the mayor
Former
of New York.
governor.
Terrible guy.
You got Donald Trump that's on the list. You got
Yeah.
but we know
That's a
Trump
lie.
abuser anyways.
we got
Right.
Giuliani that's on the list.
Yeah.
We got T.I. and Tiny
Yeah.
that's on the list. You got
Jay-Z and Beyonce on there too.
I don't know nothing about that. I haven't heard anything about them. You have
He said
Quincy,
it. He said it. They're on the list.
you got Bill
Quincy,
Cosby. You got
Quincy Jones.
you got
Quincy
Bill
Jones
Cosby.
too.
You got R. Kelly. You got of course P. Diddy. And recently
You got Lizzo. He was sticking bananas up her people.
recently we got DJ Academic. All right, so let's get into it. So I just let's go to some videos because we got a couple of videos. We got like 5 videos. Gregory, show the video where
Open
they're
up.
telling you. Show the video where they're telling you about the Adult Survivors Act. That's 1 minute. So guys, mute your phone and hold your commentary until that meeting.
Governor Hochul will sign a new law to help victims of child sex abuse who miss legal deadlines to sue their abusers. The Adult Survivors Act will give those victims a second chance to file lawsuits. It provides a 1-year window in which the state's usual statute of limitations for civil lawsuits will be set aside. The bill received final approval on Monday from the New York State lawmakers. It's modeled after the state's now expired Child Victims Act, which led to more than 9,000 lawsuits.
Participants left paren 7 right paren.
That means that means gonna be 10,000 or 20,000 fucking male. I mean, adult act.
Well, that depends on if they sign this law back into effect because, like I said, it expired in November of last year. So now there is in-depth conversation about bringing this back and not really having any cutoff date, so it'll be indefinite. And so
Yeah.
this is something. This law is being exercised. I think not only in New York, I believe in California as well, but don't take my word for it. Go do some research and that way you can confirm it.
Yeah, I feel like they need to put that into like a federal law.
Now, I'm
Because
disappointed.
that'll kind of put it across the board where, like, because sometimes, like, as a woman, it takes someone that has like been assaulted sexually, it takes women years, never mind months and weeks, to report a rape, and they don't always report it the same night or day that they've actually got assaulted. Yeah. Because they're being shamed and embarrassed, like, how could this happen? Or they're drugged and they don't know that they got raped right off the bat.
9 times out of 10, they're scared. They're scared
exactly,
to come.
But that's my point. That's my point, Tommy. That they as shitless. We're like, like nobody's gonna believe them, this and that. And
Or
then when
threats.
they do report it and they do come forward and you go to court, their sexuality, well, it don't matter if you have a sexual past, you know, they
gonna
get
bring it up
in court.
So you know what? This is what I think we should do, because Mr. Sean Combs, he is the hot topic, the hot button. He's in the hot seat. Everybody's talking about him and his sexual misconduct and how long it's been, his tenure, basically. Gregory, let's go into the video about Sean Diddy Combs.
He learned from the best.
Zoom meeting.
News right now. The New York Times is reporting that music mogul Sean Combs, better known as Puff Daddy or Diddy, is now facing a lawsuit from the singer known as Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, alleging years of sexual abuse and rape during their long romantic relationship. The suit, which was filed in federal district court in Manhattan, alleges during that relationship, Combs would force Cassie to have sex with male prostitutes while he watched and filmed. The singer also claims he would control her with beatings and drugs shortly after they met when she was just 19 years old. The suit also claims that Combs raped her towards the end of the relationship. Combs' lawyer sent a statement vehemently denying the allegations, also saying that the singer has been seeking $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. The suit seeks unspecified damages.
All right. I want to hear from the women first regarding this. Who we got? We got Patsy and Kiana. Tanya, did you come back?
Nah, she's still away.
All right, so let's go to Patsy. Let's get your views first about that video. How do you feel about those accusations and the fact that some people say that Puffy settled because there was some truth to the accusations and allegations?
That's what guilty people do. It's like, oh, I'll settle out of court because I don't want this little bit of dirt on me come out to the light, because your dirty darkness secrets will come to light, even if you settle out and right off down the road. Then if you messed up while you was with her, I'm sure there are other women that you done this dirt to at the same time. No other women just have not come forward with their accusations because they don't want to get the repercussions of being slut shamed.
Yes,
and that's usually what happens.
Well, there's been other women that came forward. There's a whole list of stuff going down for the dancing producer. It's not looking good, allegedly.
Yeah, but not all the women that he done dirt to.
Him and his friends allegedly tag team rape. Different parties, different blends of him and his friends allegedly raped more than one woman, allegedly shared sex with more than, with one woman, with two men.
No doubt about that. I'm just saying.
The women is speaking out right now.
The women that they have done dirt, this kind of dirt to, have come
what I'm telling you, Patsy, what I'm trying to tell you is there's women that are speaking out, and not only women, there's men telling their side of the story.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying not all of the women that were in that circle
I know.
that guy assaulted by them have come forward.
Okay, so let me get Patsy. Let me get you some. There's some other ladies on. Who is it? Kiana. Who else is on?
Kiana and Tanya. Tanya just came back.
Tanya, you want to jump in there? So I don't. You. So we just watched.
She didn't hear it. She
So we
didn't
just
hear
watched
it.
I watched it earlier.
All right. So give me your perspective about the allegations brought
Against Diddy.
against Diddy and the fact that he settled so quickly. How do you feel about that?
That he's guilty. He's a predator,
Sure.
just like Jay-Z. They prey on the young ones because they think they can manipulate
for sure
and control them.
So
there you have it.
They do.
There you
They
have
do,
it, David.
Tanya.
You heard her mention Jay-Z.
Tanya, you were right. They do control them because they got power. They got money. They come from nothing. You know, so he's dangling the cars, the house. He's buying and putting them in expensive houses, condos and whatnot, giving them a car, giving them money allowances and whatnot, taking them shopping. That's all controlling. Because
Making them
anytime
feel
he can take it all away.
Yeah.
They're preying on the young ones that haven't had the opportunity to really know what their self-worth is or learn or gain some self-esteem. They're preying on the ones that
don't have a mind to think for themselves yet.
Yeah. And not just that, but like I said, they're predators.
Right. But
they're predators.
Go ahead, Tanya.
They're predators, and they're preying on the ones that their mind haven't developed enough for them to know what their self-worth are. They most of these, I don't know what their history are, but I'm pretty sure that they're lacking something at home that gravitate them to these people.
More than likely, it's male modeling, role modeling. That's acting. There's probably not
even if they did know what their self-worth is or was, they're gonna tear it down, manipulate them.
Exactly.
They have some sense of belonging when they get with them. We will put you in front of the right people. Your pockets will become fattened. And best believe your social life will step up 10 notches around me.
Yes. And we've seen it on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with fucking Stevie J when he told fucking Jocelyn, I'll send you back to the strip club. She started crying, oh no, see, you're not gonna send me back to that strip club. I'm not doing that. You know, so
that's not funny, but he's putting the accent in there.
But you know, he's scarring her. You know, he's controlling. That's controlling her, and he's scarring her by saying, "I'll put you back where you came from. Oh, this can go away."
Because that's exactly how he got her out the strip club. He went in there and told her, "You want me to change your life? I'm gonna take you out the strip club."
He's a prime example of a predator. Because
that's what I'm saying. We've seen it.
All right, Duchess, the water's fine. You want to go on and jump in there and give us your perspective? Kiana?
She's on mute.
Yeah, I think Kiana has.
Go to somebody else right now, please. Thank you.
All right, so let me see. It's only 3 ladies on. All right, so let me get the guys' perspective. Let me know if there's any other women to join us, and I'll just bring them right in. All right, Gregory, let's get your perspective on it. How do you feel about that video and basically Sean Combs settling so quickly?
Well, I think Diddy did it. He definitely did. He it's crazy because some of these musicians, they tell on themselves in their music, and his slogan for years has been "Take that, take that." And now you come to find out that he been taking stuff behind closed doors, and even worse.
Wow, I did. They didn't need you as a witness. You probably would have swayed a lot of opinions with that last comment. You would have certainly gave the juror something to think about. Robert, let's get your perspective.
About the dancing producer.
One in the
allegedly, if you go on a date with him, either being shopping, eating, you'll wind up in a hotel with a towel off, and somebody will knock on the door, and they'll be looking for you because they're your family member. You'll get slammed into a panel because you're looking for your family member behind closed doors with Diddy. Your family member and the dancer producer allegedly will come running from out the hotel room without no towels on, and your family member yelling, "You don't want to go in there. There's some freaky motherfucking shit going on." So I believe everything that is allegedly being said about the dancing producer.
So
just when you thought every thug needed a lady, huh, Uncle Rob?
And I would name the dance producer's name. He was in the hotel room because it's public records already. I guess it was Ja Rule.
All right. So again, Tanya, why do you guys still haven't answered the question?
Goddamn
why do you think why do you think he settled?
Because he's guilty. I said that. That was the first thing I said.
Right.
Exactly.
His defense was they was being
blackmailed,
extorted and blackmailed.
Yeah.
So he said that this shit.
But that only works if they got something on you. So that means they had something on him. He actually did it.
You are not Michael Jackson.
That's him trying to put the blame on her.
Right. You ain't Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was getting railroad. They was lying on him for sure. But they ain't lying on you. Just like them chicks was lying on R. Kelly.
Different.
You ain't no goddamn Michael Jackson.
It took a while for Michael to settle.
Right. But you came right out the box because you didn't want her to come out with her story. And then you made her sign an NDA. So she couldn't tell her story. Now she because she can't tell the story.
Now so-called her NDA is expired. So she can hand over everything that she held on to the FBI, and they can utilize it.
She did. She did.
Let me ask you guys. Stay right there. So you truly believe that someone that would pay this lady out millions of dollars gave her that short of a window?
She had her when you first walk in with him as one of his rappers, singers, roadios, roadie, whatever they call them, people that fix up. Any type of work you doing with him, he's like, "Ben, sign name on this piece of paper right here. This is the NDA. You won't be able to talk about what you see here, what you participate in, and that's our respect for me because you ain't gonna tear me down." So, like, allegedly, he told Jamie Foxx, every freak off video that he recorded for Puff, he had him sign one of those. Jamie Foxx started speaking out, and he told him, "You're not gonna ruin my life. That's why I had you sign that paper. You're still talking out."
But what I was asking you guys,
then they clone Tyrone.
I'm not talking about past NDAs. I'm talking about the NDA if she would have to sign one according to the settlement, the recent settlement.
Yeah, she probably did.
So quick.
She did.
So there's no way that
she got good lawyers that know that the loophole.
There's no way out of it. There's no way around it if you just signed just recently, just signed a
Yeah,
recent
but
NDA.
she's
Listen,
speaking
But
her.
this,
She's
listen,
speaking
she,
her truth. She's speaking
could I
what
tell you how
actually
I
happened
would
to
have
her,
done it?
and
I would have done it.
not only that, she
One
got
at a
other
time.
people that are witness, you know,
That's
that
what I'm
are
about to tell them.
speaking on her behalf, saying that really happened.
That's what I'm about to tell them. Her friends, the other people that was involved, and before I bring this to the light of the public, I'm handing copies and copies off of these tapes and these, the receipts. So that way, if you have me sign an NDA, other people got the shit in their hands.
Right.
Yeah, but if
an NDA could be written in a way that no one that you're
That's right.
associated with.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to
right.
say, so
About
how
it.
did they get it if it
That's
wasn't
right.
you?
Y'all, if you're gonna paint this man as a monster and you say that he uses his influence and his money and his power
He definitely
for
do that.
authority, then why do you think that this man is gonna be that dumb? Whereas it comes to allowing people to have that much loopholes.
There's a person that worked with him, and just like Will Smith, he didn't sign anything. They didn't sign anything. They said that they wasn't stupid. So what they signed was some other type of agreement that the lawyer told them it doesn't hold them from telling their story and showing evidence, because they was too scared to the biggest thing was, let me just get your name on a piece of paper stating that I hope you will never talk. But it didn't hold weight like an NDA. So other people probably signed the exact type of agreement. I won't say anything, but they didn't sign what you're talking. So Kim Porter and the rest of them, that hold all these receipts and all of that and gave it to her friends and all that. You got to think there's 12s, maybe 20s of people that has the same information or more or less on the dancing producer. It don't take just Cassie to bring him down. He brought himself down by trusting in people coming up in there, because he's a sexual drug addict demon.
So let me tell you, there may be some truth in what you're saying about that he preys on the young, because let's not forget, prior to Cassie, there was other women, let's say they was more seasoned, matured. We didn't hear anything about J-Lo being subjected to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They brought.
That's why she left. She never talks about Diddy.
On what show was it? I was watching her talk about Diddy. He did
J-Lo got out of Dodge.
He did all the shit. She got the hell out of Dodge.
She got out of Dodge when she thought
smart.
Pup was going down with that shooting. That's when she got out of Dodge.
Yes, that helped her get
they tell the whole story.
Yeah.
Well, she was the witness for the prosecution.
But before that, he was working. Come this way. She was doing the movie. He started getting jealous, possessive, telling her, "Oh no, I don't want you to do that part of the movie." So the people of the movie, because he got power, rewrote the script for her, so her and this dude won't be looking like they're too much into a sexual reaction and action and shit, right?
He's a control.
He's controlling, right? And then he brought her to a hotel in New York, told her we gonna go out and this and that. He left her there. She's up and down the hotel looking for this nigga. He ain't even in the same damn hotel. He's in another hotel with another whole chick.
Okay. So, all right. So that's how y'all feel about Puffy. I wanted to get Puffy out the way. Let's talk about Janet.
Wait, hold on, Uncle Deke. I gotta mention Kim Porter, because remember, they're saying she was slain because she had a book coming out, a tell-all book about what he did to her. He started talking to her when she was like 17.
Well, allegedly, that was the whole point of settling. They claimed that that was the basis that Cassie was using, because she was going to do a tell-it-all book And that's why they claim he settled so quickly to keep her from bringing this book to the public. So they
Hey,
claim.
It
Albie
was two other
Shore.
dudes that was cop on that list. Albie Shore and someone else.
No, Albie Shore said that he knows that Puppy has something to do with Kim Porter's death. That's his baby's. She got a baby by him first.
And he said that he was with her the day, a couple of days before she was found that she died and that she was fine.
Puppy must have heard about it and went and go
that's
kill
what I'm
it.
trying to tell you.
You know,
Listen.
you fucking around with Albie again.
Well, allegedly, this is what you guys believe that took place. We don't have no real knowledge of this. I mean, but again, like I said, everything that's done in the dark eventually will be brought to light.
He's running scared.
Always.
He's running scared.
So Mr. Combs, enjoy this while it lasts, because you two will have your day in court if this is true.
I mean, we could have went in more heavier on him, but we don't have to, because there's a Clyde Davis situation, there's an Usher situation.
Yeah, but we want
there's a lot of situations.
But we're talking about, we're gonna keep.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's mad things that would make him look more than the monster that we're
all his
taking him out to be.
propositioning of these
There's
people,
just mad other women.
him
and
coming
dude
out the
stories.
office telling that lady that he can have another man suck him off because
yes,
he's that
all of that. That's what I'm telling you. All is included in the story of Pop. All of that, but we didn't touch that.
This is geared towards Me Too.
We're talking about
it's about the women.
We're talking about how it pertains to the Me Too movement, not Puppy's sexual.
And so when you bring up that office and the way he talked to that lady, he down talked her. He's a man. He's in power. Shut up. I run the world. I got power. I can say and do whatever I want. This is my building.
No, but
Your
that's
ass
the
to be
thing,
fired.
because the lady
I'll
was
have
saying
you
the guy
blackballed.
needs to come
That got
out
something
and
to do
tell
with
his
Me
story.
Too movement. He tried to belittle and
it was
shame
about
her,
me
make her
too,
feel
yeah.
less than a woman, not equal. You know what I mean? So
But
when we discuss these things,
she never brought suit against.
she told her story, and then you didn't see her work with him no more. She started working with another lady, and then when she got back on her feet the right way, she left that lady. That's a story to be told, but we're not touching it because y'all assume that it had nothing to do with the Me Too movement, and that's a woman.
All right,
it does.
Let's move on to Mr.
Who are you talking about? The choreographer?
Hold on 1 second, Uncle D.
All right, so we're gonna go on. We're gonna talk about Jamie Foxx. All right, so Jamie Foxx, as you guys alluded to earlier, Jamie wanted to basically be in the graces of Sean Combs, and he wanted to get access or entrance to all those parties that he was having. So
no, that's not what happened.
Let me finish. So he wanted to gain access to these parties that Puff was hosting. So in doing so, let's fast forward to when he got his fame and he ascended to stardom. He got into some trouble of his own, so to speak, where he now has women coming forth and saying that he was guilty of sexual misconduct. Case in point, there was a situation where he supposedly assaulted a woman in a restaurant. She was with her friend and he was with his entourage, and she wanted to take a picture. She later accused him of groping her genitals. She also said that he put his hands in the front, he put his hands in the under her shirt, and he put it in the back, and he was, groping her. So this is what her claim was. So he now has, I believe there's another case that's brought against him currently. So this is what's going on. I'm not certain if they settled or not. I believe the video speaks to that. So we'll wait till Gregory comes back.
Who's the video about?
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
But first, hold on, Gregory, before you go into that, let me see what people know about that. Robert, what do you know about Jamie Foxx's sexual misconduct?
What I'm gonna say about it is this. Me personally, you all been around the same circle or around the block, and you all witness things and probably partake in those things too. So you as innocent as your distance from the things that you have seen or heard about. I would say this. Because the way the world is, you can't really take pictures and go out on little fan dates and stuff anymore and sign autographs for people a little bit too close. So they say, "Oh, could you sit down and sign my autograph?" You say no. You might need these days and our time, AI, like a robot that looks exactly like you that will take pictures with these individuals, sign autographs, go out on luncheons, or get a blow up doll that looks like you and take pictures with that. Because I have money. The quickest way to fame and money is to say I done something to you. Now, I'm not saying everyone is not doing anything, but I'm saying this is the easy and the quickest way to fame and stardom is by just going up to any entertainer, actor or actress, and get close to them and say they touched you.
So that's what you feel. So am I to take from what you said that you feel like that these people are making a career of stretching the truth as opposed to, they're giving you their version of what they would want to happen. It's not necessarily true. Am I correct?
We're in the restaurant. These restaurants sometimes have overhead cameras. Pull that footage, please. Show where my hands were down your pants and the back side. Show when I went down the front side of your pants. Show when I braced the underneath your bra straps. Show all of that, please. Because if you want to be believed, please show me some footage. Don't just say I done it. And if I really haven't done it, you're evil.
Right. Now, I can't believe it. Jamie Foxx, piano playing motherfucking Jamie Foxx, raping somebody. Come on,
you don't
now.
have to.
You right. He plays the fucking piano. He can sing. He can sing and trick out her fucking drawers. He don't have to rape her.
Easily.
Well, you would think the same thing about a Diddy or
Diddy started off controlling from the get.
On Kelly. On Kelly is one of the best singers ever.
R. Kelly was molested by his sister.
Right,
there was things going to happen in his life.
All piano
his
players,
auntie,
they don't have to do that.
So we know that those people had no chance in hell.
All right, so that's what you guys feel. And Gregory, that was good of you to point that out about those other individuals. Ladies, how you feel about that with those guys that said that these women are basically exaggerating the situation or just flat out lying about Jamie?
I can't say that they exaggerating. What I can say that what Robert said is true. There are ways in the way of AI, there are ways that they can manipulate the situation to make you look guilty. But I can't say that I can't say a woman's truth is not true, her truth.
Yeah, but he said, I love her because she got her own. That says it all. That just says it all.
Does it, Patsy?
I don't even know what he said.
He says she loves it because she got her own. Patsy, how you feel about that? Do you think that this lady is spreading untruths about Jamie, that she's just lying, or she's creating a scenario where it's going to be a cash op for her, a cash opportunity?
How many are there?
It could be either or. You know, I'm not quite sure because I don't know the person. But, you know, people out here do lie, whether they're famous or infamous, you know, and I feel like, you know, not all women actually are victims in situations, but these play acting victims, or I'm being victimized by so and so because I asked them for an autograph and they touched me, blah 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 blah. Makes it even harder for the real victims of circumstances to come out and have the courage to say that the person, that the first so-called victim came out and said something. It makes it harder to believe that person because people are gonna judge the real victim. How she, oh, you just coming out because that person came out and we found out that she was lying. So you ruin, if you coming out faking stuff about a certain somebody, whether they're famous or not, it's gonna ruin the real victim circumstances where they're not going to be believed, even though they were actually victimized by the person you originally was telling about.
So you're saying that the individuals that come out making false accusations
make it hard for the victim.
So it's questionable for everybody after that.
Exactly.
Even those before that, stuff like that.
Exactly. If you come out making false statements about somebody, so if I was truly victimized by the person, my story is not going to be heard because you done came out and told a bunch of crappy ass lies about the person, and I'm telling the truth.
And even if it was heard, it's not gonna hold no serious weight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because she done made a hole in the bucket already.
Yes.
Exactly.
And it's really sad to say that there are some women out there that do that type.
That makes me mad, Tony. That pisses me off when they do that. You know, I think
they make it bad for the whole Me Too movement.
Yes, exactly. I think the people who do that should be brought up on charges to let you know that playing with something as serious as that you shouldn't be doing it, and there's consequences behind you trying to pull some stunts like that.
So in other words, it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf.
There you go.
And so when another boy or another girl comes out and be like, there's a wolf, there's a wolf, there's a wolf in sheep's clothing, nobody's gonna believe the person that truly sees the wolf.
Even in that situation with the person that may have lied about that scenario, then in truth something else really happens to her, and because she lied before, now your credibility is shot. All right, let's
she has no one to blame but her damn self.
Let's get some video footage, Gregory. Let's watch that video about Jamie's being accused.
Zoom meeting.
Jamie Foxx accused of sexually assaulting a woman at a restaurant in the meatpacking district. The allegations, part of a lawsuit filed against Foxx by the plaintiff listed as Jane Doe. The alleged victim claiming Foxx sexually assaulted her inside Catch NYC restaurant on 9th Avenue back in 2015. The lawsuit was filed this week in New York Supreme Court in Lower Manhattan. CBS 2 reached out for a representative for Foxx, but we are yet to hear back.
So basically,
It's coming out the woodwork, boy. It seems like.
So again, you know, Jamie, let's think about it. Because Jamie wanted to be a part of the P. Diddy, Puff Daddy inner circle, maybe, and just follow me.
Nah, he was
Maybe
never
this
really
is
a part of
listen
that
to what
stuff.
I'm saying.
Yes, he was.
Listen,
I'm with you, Uncle D.
before you start dispelling or shooting down what I'm saying, let me make my point. Maybe because Jamie wanted to be a part of the circle so much that this is residual, basically. So now,
guilty by association.
exactly, you're guilty by association, and you really don't have to have did anything, but because you were seen and they have video where you wanted to be a part of this crowd so bad at one point.
When did he come out with his own music though?
After
08, 07, 09, around that time, Sonya.
After he came out with his own shit, his record after In Living Color folded.
Well, you gotta remember, Jamie, if these people were plotting on his downfall or trying to get a cash come up, then they could have done that a long time ago before he even started to make his records, because he was in movies and stuff like that as well.
Years on out.
You asked when was Jamie Foxx's first song or first album?
Yeah.
1994.
Okay.
That's right.
So even back
Yep, in Living Color. You know who was produced by Uncle D? Uncle T? He did.
That went off the air.
But you guys gotta remember, I think that's when one of his first suits was don't take my word for it, but like I said, look it up. I think Jamie had legal issues regarding sexual misconduct even back then in the 90s. So go and look that up. Now, also what you guys need to know, the same claims and allegations, whereas Puff is concerned and people say that he has a drug problem and he abuses alcohol, they said the same thing about Jamie. And this is a pattern where they're saying that when these guys are guilty of this behavior, they're under they're under the influence.
Yeah, and that makes me wonder what was his medical condition that he was in the hospital. Nobody really knows. He hasn't come out and said anything about it.
So here's the thing too. Like, even with Puffy settling so quickly, and let's say the other people that do it today, everybody's about their brand. So they don't want anything to like tarnish their brand. So they figure if I can pay you to go away, then I will.
Michael Jackson did it the first time.
If we ain't got to go to court, then I can pay you to go away. Then I can still turn around later on and say, well, I never said that anything that happened. I never agreed that I did anything wrong. I paid that person because there was more of a nuisance. I didn't want them to be a disruptor to my lifestyle. So I paid them so they'd go away, take their lives and go away. See, it's easy to say that as opposed to go to court and be found guilty and be convicted. And now
it's better to do that.
No, it's not. Because
it's better to do that.
Why? You can lose a whole lot more by going to court and still you can still be honest and not guilty of what you're being accused of, and you could be found guilty and caught by your so-called peers. But
Yeah,
ain't
but
none of my parents gonna stick
okay.
an eye on me.
The reason why I say it's better because if it's gonna look like it's gonna ruin your career. This is where people, get it, end up losing shit because they go and pay for one thing, thinking they getting rid of someone who was really a nuisance, and then here comes someone else trying to be a nuisance. Now they came to your house, ain't never stayed in your house, but then they gonna say you did something sexually to them. You know, so that's why I say, it's a double-edged sword when you're trying to protect your brand, because that's what when they settle, that's what it's supposed to be, protecting their brand.
Well, doesn't that speak volumes about what you guys said earlier too about this person? If this person's a liar and stuff like that, you don't believe they did that. So again, if you're trying to protect yourself and like that, so people, even if I pay you, and if it let's just call it what it is, right? If I believe, because I like this person so much, this actor, this celebrity and stuff like that, I'm going to more than likely side with that person rather than air caution, because that's someone that I'm fond of. I put them on a pedestal, so I don't want to believe that they're guilty of that behavior. So because of that, they care about their image, their brand. I'm going to pay someone to go away so that you don't begin to stain that image that people have of you.
Right.
So that's
but to protect yourself, that's why everybody now, you remember back in the days when in the mid 80s to the late 80s and into the early 90s, right? Remember the rappers and people were getting accused of rape, right? And then once that shit started happening, you seen everybody started recording chicks. So they can't say, "Oh, this was rape and I didn't consent to this." They got it on tape. So that's your protection now, back then to now. That is your protection.
But you got to remember too. I think you might have your decades wrong. Maybe the late 90s to the early millennium.
No, I'm talking about when people had them on VCR tapes. Had them recorded. And
that's
then the
called,
chick come out talking about that they got raped. Oh, they didn't know what they was doing.
Yeah, but you have to be clear about that. They have terms for that now, and they call that revenge porn. So if you recorded something without their knowledge,
consent,
that that is revenge porn, and you can go.
That's what they came up with when they started.
That's why, as an entertainer, a celebrity, however you want to call them or see them, when you walk into my castle, I go, "Welcome to my house. There's cameras all over. I'm letting you know I record my life as a lifetime movie. So if you're in here with me in any room, there's a chance you will be recorded. And I'm not going to just say chance, you will be recorded. When we go to my bedroom, if you're going to have sex with me, it's going to be recorded, because when you wake up in the morning, you ain't going to say I took anything from you. Now you have a decision to make. If you want to go to my bedroom and lay down. If you're in my living room, if you want to lay down. If you're in my kitchen and you want to bend over. I don't care where it is. You already knew we walked in. I said, "Hello, welcome to my castle." Everything's being recorded as a lifetime movie. Call your lawyers, do whatever you want after that.
You think you had it all together until they pull a Kobe Bryant or Tupac on you. and say he forcefully did something else.
That's what I'm about to say.
No, it doesn't work like that. As I told you, once you start seeing signs from a chick, you're stupid to stay with her and let her stay in your home.
Right.
You eliminate that problem before it becomes a problem. You want to be horny and think with your little man down there instead of your big man up here, then you get everything that's coming.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's go to who we got left. We got Cuba Gooding Jr. What do you guys know about Cuba Gooding Jr. and allegations about sexual misconduct?
He played Forrest Gump.
What?
He did not play no Forrest Gump. Hello, that was Tom Hanks, Timmy.
What he did was start dancing.
I think you running Forrest Run.
I think he started dancing on the sofa.
Right?
He was having a good time. And let me tell you, allegedly, they say he did some things, but at the same time, I think that the women around him was enjoying his company a little bit too much. They realized after they let him do the touch, getting close, I can get some money out of this.
Yeah, now Cuban Gooding, I'm going to say I don't think he did it, but Jamie Foxx was orchestrating parties for P. Diddy. So, after the first couple of parties, you really probably shouldn't have been there.
No,
listen, don't backslide. Don't go
but
back.
Cuban Gooding don't seem like he did this shit.
With Jamie Foxx.
No. We're done with Puffy. We're done with
Word to Dr. Umar. Word to Dr. Umar. Cuban Gooding is going down for messing with them Snoop.
Well, again, so I'm gonna take it as so no one on the panel knows about Cuba's allegation. Patsy, you?
He's
I just told you.
He's a squeaky clean dude. They
I
trying
just
to
told
put
you.
smut on his name.
He had a little bit too much to drink. He was dancing. I think they say accidentally ended up touching a lady's boobs after he was trying to rub on her arms or something. And she was out where listen, it was one of them situations where it's a touchy-feely, up-close situation. And then when you come back to your senses, or even if you was in your senses, you thought, this is Cuban.
Get paid.
I can get some money from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just say this to you guys. So Robbie, you're describing one of many situations. So they claim when he was out and about having a good time, he was under the influence and he was dancing on the table and some other.
Who's to say the chick
He was
don't
on the
go
sofa, dancing on the couch.
Now, come on. The chick see he's lit. She come over, slide. He got his hand on the fucking hand.
Cuban had a little bit more than something to drink for that.
On his fucking hand.
I was going to get into that in a few about the other things they're doing.
All right, so let's not speculate. We got video footage. Gregory, go on and roll the news footage.
You remember, this is going to be her side of the story.
Yeah, but let's hear
that's not right.
What?
Just go on. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, have mercy.
Zoom meeting.
Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
I didn't hear anything.
Breaking news. Just as a trial was set to begin, Cuba Gooding Jr. settled accusations that he raped a woman in a New York City hotel a decade ago. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett live in Lower Manhattan with the breaking details. NJ.
That's right, live outside U.S. District Court here in Lower Manhattan, where, yes, we learned about 90 minutes ago that Cuba Gooding Jr. has settled the $6 million civil lawsuit brought against him. No, we don't know how much he paid his accuser. The terms of the settlement have not been disclosed. But the Oscar-winning actor has been accused by multiple women over the years of sexual misconduct, according to authorities. He pleaded guilty in state court last year to a lesser charge in one case and avoided jail. Now, this civil suit was brought by a woman who accused him of raping her in a hotel room in Greenwich Village some 10 years ago. The woman's name has not been made public, and Gooding, for his part, has denied the allegations, and jury selection, as you said a moment ago, is to take place here this morning. But that will not happen. This case has been been settled. Again, the terms have not been disclosed. Gooding did not appear in court here. There was no immediate comment from either side in this case. We're live in Laura.
Could I say something?
You're going to.
Okay. Here we go. I do not have no reason or excuse. I'm gonna say it like this, and I hope no one don't get offended.
Hold on 1 second. Let me give you a disclaimer. So these are the views of Mr. Clearwater, aka Robert, and his views alone. They no way represent or reflect the perspective or opinion of the Still a Man platform. Have at it.
If you stop bringing that goddamn cocaine into your life, into these hotel rooms, those pills, and whatever else that is taking you outside your body, human state being, in your right mind, to know if this lady is up in that hotel room, you should have felt privileged from the start. To force yourself on her and rape her. Now we're talking about rape here. We ain't talking about just saying I touch you. If you had in a hotel room and y'all got deep into sex and she told you to stop, you raped her. If she told you she changed her mind, she don't want to do it right off the rip, you continue to, you raped her. If you slipped her any Mickey in her drink, had her snorting coke with you, so you can take advantage of her out of her right mind, you're wrong and you're a piece of shit. Now, however you take that from me as me just being this is my opinion. I'm gonna tell you, I'll say it again. You're a piece of shit and you shouldn't have to rape a woman. Now, if a lady's lying on you, she's a piece of shit.
Okay, let's remember there was other allegations on.
No, that one took me by storm. The other ones and all that, I'm talking about the biggest one. I do not like a man that has to rape a lady, because there is so many women out here. If that one lady tell you no, there's definitely a lady for you.
There's 5 more that'll say yeah.
There's no excuses.
Okay, Gregory, how'd you feel about the video? Ladies, I'm gonna come to you last. There's a method. There's a reason for me doing so. Go ahead, Gregory.
Oh yeah, I think Cuban was partying a little bit too hard there. Got himself caught up in some bad things, man.
Yeah.
Timmy, how you feel about the video and the fact that at the last hour, right before the jury selection, he settled?
He felt it was in his best interest to settle out, to not drag it more, and to make it go away. Cool. And to save his brand.
Now stop right there. Stop right there.
Wait a minute, but
I understand that, but I want you to be clear of something, because you're treading on thin ice, because I'm going to caution you, because earlier you said it would be in their best interest to go to court. Now you're saying
no. I said
you just heard
no. Earlier when I said I was saying that they should go ahead and pay them, because 9 times out of 10 they done told the chick they gonna pay them, and that's why they going to their hotel room. Now, any chick, if you ain't interested in the person, you ain't going to the motherfucker's hotel room. Period. Now, all the other nonsense about when you get in there, what happened, you went to that hotel room knowing what the fuck was going to go down. Stop playing. Stop all this. See, this is the shit that pisses me off about the people who really get raped and the ones who don't, and be sitting up here lying because they know willingly going to somebody's fucking hotel room. You know what the fuck we going there for. They told you, hey, we're going to go back to the hotel. You know,
we gonna party.
Everybody knows.
And not to cut you off,
Everybody
Timmy.
knows the whole
But you
town.
I apologize before I do. Not to
But
cut
you
you
should
off,
let
Timmy.
him. You should let him finish before you do.
Go on, are you done, T?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like you said, they already told him that they're probably gonna get a piece of money. But let me explain this right here. You're raped. How could any amount of money you settle out of court give you back your peace of mind? So from the very beginning, you're going in here. Now, I'm not trying to take anything from you being abused, but what you want this dude to be what you would call on death row, ending his life. Wow. Why do you need money? What is money gonna do for you? Because I always say, you see them rich, you got your hidden agenda. If things don't go well, if I don't perform to my highest peak, say the right things you need to hear, treat you right, or spin right, you can always say, I abuse you in some form and get paid. So it's money always in the background that you're looking towards. So
stay right there, because I just want to let you be clear about something. I don't think that these females are crying rape because these men are performing badly in the bedroom.
Hey, listen, you'll be damn surprised.
They'll shame them before they
still be like, I sat there, pulled my clothes off for this man, and are you fucking serious? This is all he had to offer.
But that's not rape.
Mister, this is what the women did. They shamed Nelly. Seeing his penis, was like, oh my God, that tall big dude, I thought he would have something. That little skinny pencil he had.
Oh,
you understand that?
We getting off subject. Let's go back.
I'm telling you how women look at you. They will find something wrong, and then they have to satisfy their thirst.
So you're saying that because she was displeased in the bedroom?
No, I didn't say this time. I'm saying there's situations that have went down. But I'm telling you, you cannot that's like killing someone and you offer me money. No amount of money is gonna bring, like I lost my son, bring my son back. So you find the murderer and he say, here, Mr. Brunton, here's $2 million. We're sorry for your loss. My loss is gone. You're never gonna replace that. So this money you giving me is not doing the job.
Well, I think
if somebody rates you, if someone rates you, they violate your inside. You're a woman. They mess with your mental. That's your brain and stuff. Your emotions is played with. You could have threw your balance off and everything else gave you a disease. This money's really gonna be worth you're still living with the pain of knowing that you was violated.
The scars.
You might have HIV or AIDS and live and have that to worry about, or any other disease or bruises. You understand? How is this? It's not making sense to me. It's like, what's this money really doing for you?
It's supposed to begin, supposedly it represents the beginning of the healing process. It's not,
right.
It can't take away the pain. It can't take away the public shaming. It just starts the healing process. It's a compensation. But let's hear what the ladies have to feel about.
You know, money. You know what they say about money, Dave. Money heals all those issues. Now they've been raped. They going out get their fucking nails done. They going to get their hair.
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Designer clothes, bags, ice out, boy.
All right, I'm gonna stop you.
All that shit.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there, ladies. Tanya, you still with us?
Yeah.
Patsy, you still with us?
Yep.
Kiana, you back?
Yeah.
Duchess?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go to Kiana first because she ain't spoke. All right, Duchess, how you feel about Cuba in the situation with him settling this case, alleged rape, right before the hour of jury selection. Do you think he did it because he's guilty, or do you think he did it because he wanted to protect his brand? What do you think his reasons, and how do you feel about that whole situation?
I feel he probably tried to protect his brand because most lawyers will try to get you to settle because they know that dragging your name through long court proceedings keeps it out there, keeps the story out there, proliferates the reason why people may hate you or will hate you and no longer support your movies or endeavors or whatever. So do I think that he did something? I mean, I don't know him. So I mean, I can't speak for any man who's been accused of anything.
Do you think that that some women, and ladies, I'm gonna get to the rest of y'all too, not the same thing. So do you think that some women will take advantage of these situations, as the gentleman?
Absolutely.
Okay, so speak on that.
I mean, you know, there's opportunistic people who use these men as you know, like a barnacle. They feed off of them. They put themselves in positions that they know will be for their benefit as opposed to not.
Okay.
And I mean, I agree with a few of the things that people have said. I mean, I was taught that you just don't put yourself in those predicaments. If your intention is not to have sex with somebody, you don't go to nobody's hotel room. You don't go to their bedroom. You don't go to their house.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I guess this new generation thinks that they can, you know, they're able to go anywhere, do anything, and not put themselves in consequential situations. I don't agree with that. If you put your hand in the mouth of an alligator, your ass may get bit.
Right.
Ain't no may about no might about it. You're gonna get bit. It's in their nature.
It's in their nature, but I mean, you can't say, oh well, I didn't think that I wouldn't lose my arm because alligators have teeth. Like, just doesn't make any sense.
So you know what? Let me just stick with that metaphor. Allegations are like alligators; they hurt. you see what I'm saying? So let's go to Patty. Patty, let's see.
Whether it's lethal or not.
Patsy, how you feel about Cuba in that situation? Do you feel like that he settled because he was guilty, or because he was trying to protect his brand, or because he just basically wanted to go away, and like the woman, true or false, he wanted to begin the healing process?
Well, it could have been a combination of both. I'm like Kiana. I don't know the men outside of watching them on different shows or something a little bit. But yeah, if he was guilty and he was under the influence of either drugs or alcohol, if not the combination of both, and not realizing what he might have done, and the key word is might have done. He could have not remembered at first that he actually did something wrong, and then he switched it up and because he might have started remembering when it came down to the jury selection and was like, oh crap. To his lawyer, he's like, I think I really did do this, and blah 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 blah. And this is how his lawyers say, well, this is probably how we should handle this, and just pay the chick money, to settle out. you know, but I'm not gonna say for sure that's exactly what happened, but that could have been a plausible situation. If he wasn't guilty and stuff, you know, he might have just was trying to save his brand.
Okay.
So there could have been a couple of scenarios there playing out, you know, in the situation on Cuban's side, but you can't really say for sure what exactly happened.
Yeah.
To why he did it.
Well said. Well said. All right, Tanya, same thing. Do you think that he settled at the last hour because he was guilty or because he was trying to protect his brand, or did he just want it to all go away so that he can start the healing process?
It could have been a combination of all three. He could be guilty. The girl put herself in a situation like Timmy said. You go into his hotel room, you know he wants something to go down. Y'all not just going there to hang out.
Right.
He looking for something. So there could have been intercourse, and it didn't happen the way she thought, you know, because some of these chicks, they be going with these actors and these stars and having intercourse with them looking for a payday. And what I mean by payday is meaning having unprotected sex and hoping that they're gonna get pregnant. And have an 18-year payday for a child, and it didn't work out that way. So let me say that he raped me. And I can get paid that way. But like I said, it could be a combination of all of the above.
So another scenario is too late.
How you got Gina?
All right, hey Gina.
What's going on, Gina?
Sorry, I'm so late.
No,
Don't worry about it.
So we're talking about Me Too movement, and right now we're talking about Cuba Gooding and the allegations that was brought against him that he raped some lady in a hotel. Also, there's other accusations where too. This is what I was going to say before Gina came in, where Cuba has also been accused of other cases where he kissed a waitress on the mouth. And then at first they downplayed it, or he pleaded to a lesser crime or something like that. So that is on top of all this other stuff. So I am inclined to believe in some situations where you know, like your behavior it precedes you. So now people know, okay, he's this is a pattern. I can if anything, any misbehavior of misconduct of any sort, if he brushes against me, I can claim that something went afoul.
I think his father was accused of misconduct, of being a womanizer as well.
His father.
All right, so Gina, how you feel about if you know anything about Cuba Gooding's situation?
I know some stuff from that was happening before. Like, I think the case where he kissed, there was actually video, I think, of him doing it.
Tell us what you know.
I think there was a video found that was happened a while ago. But honestly, I always thought Cuban was, I don't want to put a black man down, but it's like, I always thought he was a little weird. But I don't know I can't say if it's true or false, you know. I think that he is what has been shown on TV and stuff like that in the news, it hasn't painted him in a good light. So yeah. I feel like if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. If he didn't do it, then he should have said he didn't do it. He shouldn't pay out, bow out, do anything like that. But again, I feel like this has been going on for a little while now. So maybe he just was like, you know what? I'm ready to move on with my life. I don't know when's the last movie he's been in, to be completely honest with you.
Since he won the Oscar. His second Oscar.
What movie was that?
He's been in something recently. He did a reenactment of O.J. Simpson's life. It was on I forget what
Oh
channel it
yeah,
was on.
Lifetime. It was on Lifetime, right?
And that's when one of the cases came about, if I'm not mistaken, after
Yeah, they did it to him because he was playing OJ.
Oh yeah, right. So that was his last thing, right? That he did.
I knew I could count on the minister of conspiracy to go there, but go ahead, Gina.
I like if that. Yeah, I think that was the last thing he did. So, it could just be people just trying to bring him down, and then he probably does have an alcohol problem because I think he's been blackballed.
That's what I think it is.
He's been blackballed. So of course his depression and all that kind of stuff, he can't get work or whatever. And I don't even know if they finished the OJ. They didn't even finish the show. They was like, did they finish it? They didn't finish it, right?
They finished it. There wasn't no extra onto it. Yeah, they finished
Oh, okay.
It was met with
I think he
mixed
did
views.
fall down drunk. He did fall down drunk where people have to pick him up and put him in it. That's why I'm starting up a new business. It's a cab service. When people can't walk straight and falling down, you bring out the two-wheeler, strap them to the two-wheeler, roll them to the goddamn car, and pay extra to roll them up the stairs, like they're a piece of furniture.
Okay, now stop right there. I'm going to tell y'all again. These are the views.
Timmy, I am telling you, you saying this now, someone's going to hear this and they will steal your idea and get money.
Not put him in the car. He said they're going to put him in the car. So
He said they're going to put him in the car when they pull up to their residence, strap him back up and bring him upstairs to their house.
To the car, and then you put
See, he said it again. You're going to wheel him to the car.
Wheel them to the car. You put them in the car. When they get out, you strap their ass back to the two-wheeler.
That's what I told you. Bring them to their door.
All right.
Right. They're going to get there safe.
All right, who we got left? Because we're approaching the 9 o'clock.
Wait, are you gonna have a rating program with it too, Timmy? 4 stars, 5 stars?
Hell yeah. They gonna give me that for getting them there safe. Goddamn, I got home safe and I didn't have to walk in. The ride might have been bumpy.
Hold on,
when they wheeled me to the house, but
we're gonna let you promote your endeavor later on. Gregory, how many more videos we got? Gregory?
Who?
How many? Who's left? Gregory. We have
Russell Simmons.
Difficulties.
Russell Simmons is one of them.
No, it's not Simmons.
Actually, excuse me, it's only one. It's Hall.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's Timmy, we're gonna talk. Somebody give me a time. Somebody give me a time check. What time is it?
8:49.
8:29?
Yeah.
All right, we got time. All right, Timmy brought it up. Let's go into Russell Simmons. So recently,
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
Actually, Cuba Gooding Jr. has been in 2 movies in the last 3 years. So one that came out in 2020, which is called A Year in the Life, and a movie that came out last year called The Weapon. So he's still working.
Oh, he's working, yeah.
See,
he's working. Yeah, but those are not. I haven't. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But are those movies that's been like in the movies?
In the theaters,
or you have to think that the last couple of years, a lot of movies didn't go out in the theaters. They went straight to home and whatever. So I can't speak for that information.
Well, let me say this, cousin. Let's be fair to Cuba, right? So let's say,
we're talking about Cookie right now. Listen, he ain't no Denzel Washington, but he was Cookie. They called him Cookie in that. What's that? The diving movie. Remember that movie?
Oh,
I didn't know. He was like the original.
Cuban is a good actor, period.
He's a great actor. So that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever he has done, it hasn't like been on his level right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the what he has done in his past. You know what I'm saying?
It hasn't stunned him.
So let me say this
His
to you
growth has
guys.
stunted.
So whatever, let's just say this, right? A setback is a setup for a comeback. So
right.
if whatever is befallen him thus far, he's trying to make his way back. And let's just hope that Cuba stays out of trouble from this point forward. Because see, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. So Cuba, translation, if you get your ass in some more trouble after this, don't expect people to be empathetic nor sympathetic to your plight.
Stop that fucking drinking, Cuba.
Yeah, you dead.
The last movie that was a success for Cuban was The Butler.
It's Cuba.
Cuba.
What year was that?
The Butler. What year was that?
Like what, in the late 90s, early 2000s?
That was his last success.
All right, guys, let's get back on track. We're not gonna go through Cuba's whole discography with filmology. Let's go. Let's talk about
2013.
2013, yeah.
Guys, quit tonight, Cuba. You need to hire these people. I'm telling you, they're good for you. They get beat off.
I do good work.
So here we go. Let's talk about Mr.
Why didn't we say anything about Donald Trump?
Robbie, let's talk about Russell Simmons. So
right,
Russell Simmons has basically been speaking out about the allegations and the fact of him stepping down from his platform, taking a step back. So now, don't take my word for it.
If he don't, they destroy him.
Let me finish.
I want to know what it is because I haven't heard this.
That's what I'm about to say. Don't take my word for it. When you guys get some free time, go check out his latest interview where he's speaking about the allegations was brought against him and why he did. He's basically trying to change the narrative about how he was being depicted. He's trying to explain away. He's not trying to compromise what he did, but he's trying to say, as one of our panel members was fond of saying a couple of weeks back, it's the culture. That's what he was trying to say. It was the culture that that brought that about.
But Dave, he whatever they had on him, he went to court. He was acquitted for anything that they had filed up on Russell. He was acquitted.
No, he wasn't. I'm just gonna leave it.
What's the issue with Russell about how?
Remember when Russell was accused?
Another allegation. He was one of the first, all of them.
He was one of the first people. Basically had
because of Kamora.
Me Too. No, the Me Too movement. He was guilty of sexual misconduct.
His models.
They are freaks, if you ask me.
I believe that.
I believe it. I believe all of it. I believe him.
I believe that.
Oh yeah.
So he's saying that. So according to Russell, so y'all can go watch it on.
Yeah, Dave.
I want to say
right.
He's
right when you said Russell said that's the culture, because that's what he learned from the higher ups that helped him get in, that gave him opportunity to get in there. So he is definitely right. That is part of the culture.
He's another predator. Because when Kamora got too old and gave him some kids, he was looking for another young one.
Yeah, but that's part of the culture because that's what they do to all of them.
See, I want y'all to be careful about that statement, right?
Allegedly.
I want to caution you guys because when you start saying it's the culture, that's just because that's what was going on, don't make it right. You understand what I'm saying?
We know it ain't right. We know
but I
it ain't
want
Yeah,
right.
you
but it's an excuse for bad
Yeah,
behavior.
so I want you guys to I don't want you to get fond of, you're gonna say what you want to say. Let me be clear about that. But what I'm saying is, what it's implying is, because it was a part of the culture, so-called part of the culture, it was acceptable. And everything that pertains to the so-called culture ain't acceptable. And everything that people tell you
It's
that
not.
the
It's not.
culture is not exactly culture.
But Dave, you got people who are drawn to these fucking people with money that come from nothing. Now
And it's great responsibility what comes with those positions and financial
it's an open
status.
party for people, that don't really got nothing. So they go spend their last bit of money to go get all glorified and shit, go to this party, hoping that something big is gonna come out of this shit. That's what it becomes now.
But these women's allegations was that it was gross misconduct. Like, it wasn't just sex, it was him sexually harassing them, propositioning him, having sexual relations with them, having relationships with them in and outside of the workplace, and then treating them badly afterwards. And then that's what they was equating to with sexual misconduct as well. Because let's say if there was a relationship with him and he ended the relationship with them, or he had sex with them and he promised to call them back and then he never called back, then that was also considered to be sexual misconduct, because you're not supposed to be fraternizing, so to speak, having any like relationships with the people that you work with, your underlings, your the people that you supervise and manage. So that was part of the basis for their case against him. And Russell goes on to say, current date, yes, he's guilty of a lot of that stuff, but he never raped anybody. That's what he's saying, that he feels like they switched the definition up on, you know how you guys say they moved the goalposts?
Mm-hmm.
So he feels like the definition of rape has been changed to fit his case. That's what he's saying. So he's saying what he believed rape was back during that time was when someone jumped out and made you have sex at knife point or with a weapon or something. He's saying he's not guilty of anything of that.
Because they came to his spot, his hotel, or wherever he
I'm
was.
sorry, the definition of rape has not changed. When you take sexual advantage of someone against their will, not, that doesn't change that it's sex, that you have raped the person.
But
so I'm
he's saying,
to shut the fuck up with that so-called definition, because it don't wash.
Let me be clear about this, and this is why I want y'all to go watch the interview. What he's trying to say is that what he knows to be the definition, or what he perceived it to be, is somebody being forced to do something by knife point or something like that. He's saying he never forced any of those women to have sex with him. He's saying if he's guilty of anything, is having sex with them and then treating them badly afterwards.
Right.
That's what he's saying he's guilty of. He's saying that he has done that. He said if he's had sexual encounters with 15 women, he's probably more than likely talked badly to 10 of them or 5 of them. However you put, like I said, go watch the interview. But don't take my word for it. But again, I'm actually,
he doesn't treat women good. You seen the way he talked to his daughters?
No.
He don't have a good relationship with them.
He don't have a good.
I was gonna say that, because after I
called
see
them
Russell
bitches.
talk to his daughters,
He called them bitches. He called them little
funny,
bitches.
but
All this, you bitches ain't getting no money from me. Like the way he talk, he doesn't have respect for women at all.
So he's a misogynist?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
top dog.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that might be something. That might be the basis.
Him,
The
Diddy,
foundation.
all these
That's
elite
just what it
people,
is. That's
all
just
these
what it
elite
is.
people that's in this industry, you know, and that's top dog. All these elite people, they don't care about women. They don't care about women. You seen what Diddy did to Cassie. I don't know if y'all, you know about
Yeah.
that.
Talked about that
We
earlier.
we discussed Cassie.
So
Yeah.
let's stay right there, you guys, because I think you're onto something. So let's just say this. These individuals are misogynists to begin with, right? So that means they're not too fond of women. Are we in all agreement in saying that?
Yeah. And they gay.
Everybody? The
Yeah.
guys too? Guys, you believe that?
And then they have the nerve to have daughters.
All right, so now you got these guys that
Yes,
are
sir.
guilty of that behavior. So these same individuals, hold on, Tim. So these same individuals, I don't think that they're going to be respectful of these women in any sense of the word. So them forcing these women to do things that they don't want to do, that just comes with their disposition. True or false?
True.
Yeah.
Because if they don't think that much of women to begin with, then they don't care nothing about how you feel about it, your words of protest, true or false.
True.
Exactly.
So if these guys, let's say every single one of them did, the majority of them that show this behavior, that they model this type of behavior on a constant basis, continuation. Those individuals, if they're guilty of anything, they're guilty of being misogynist individuals, right?
So when they have, well, yeah, when they, I feel like when they have girls, when they have women, you know, and all these, and because they have money, they have all this, you know, all this power, quote unquote power, you know what I'm saying? But they also they use women as toys, but they also under the you know, down low gay. They all having sex with each other. You know what I'm saying? So
You
they
can't say that. You don't know that to be true.
Now,
Say
well,
allegedly.
listen.
Now,
If everybody's saying, if everyone in the industry has said the same thing about you, this one thing about you for so many years, something has to hold true.
But hold on,
Something
cousin.
has to hold true.
Hold on, cousin. Just for the sake of this platform, say allegedly.
Alleged, okay.
Allegedly.
Now,
Allegedly.
Here's the thing for me. All these dudes that's treating women bad, they all got mothers and sisters, right? And
Some of them have daughters. That's the thing.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of them, if they seen shit going on with their mother, they didn't like that shit. Why would you do it to somebody else's daughter or mother? And here's the second thing to that. The way you treat women, you got daughters. Your daughter's gonna run into a man that's 10 times worse than you are, and you're not gonna like it.
But the thing is, with people like that, they don't think about, oh yeah, my daughter's gonna run into something like that. They think that that's a woman's place. So with these big industry people, especially like let's take Diddy for example, or no Russell Simmons, they think that okay, so because that's Russell Simmons' daughter, they're clearly gonna marry or deal with somebody that's already in the industry, and it's gonna be okay because it's a society of assholes and narcissistic men and on a down low men allegedly.
All right, let's stop right there. Because that's the second time you said that. So let me ask you this question. What about the guys that's been accused of such behavior that we hold in higher regards? And we know that there was foul play. Let's just go throw the Tupac. Let's say Tupac was accused of rape and stuff like that, and then it was later said that he had nothing to do with it. So do you think that he was the victim? That he was guilty of misconduct? Do you?
This was one person or multiple people?
Tupac.
Tupac.
This one individual, from what we know.
I think it was a lie.
Well, yeah, it was a lie because the case ended up
she had
getting
sex
turned.
with
Let me
him
finish.
on the fucking dance floor.
ended up getting
At the
turned into
club.
forcibly touching the buttocks.
Yeah. So
at first she was saying that he let all these people rape her after they had sex. And then it turned into he forcibly touched her butt.
Okay.
It wasn't. Was she? Not that it matters, but is she? Was she? What color skin color was she?
She was dark. She was black chick.
She was a black chick. Okay. It doesn't matter, but I was just curious. I feel like if one person is saying it, and not that it doesn't hold truth, but I just feel like with one person, like out of all the millions of people, they chose you. But it's different when it's dealing with Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Bill Cosby had an endless amount of people that had receipts and proof that he, did this to allegedly did this to multiple women.
Well,
You know
he's
what I'm
been
saying?
convicted, so he did it.
Right. So okay, thank you.
You can be convicted. You can be convicted and still be innocent in some crime.
He was dipped in the pudding.
Hold on. I can't.
They got a show on right now, Innocent After Lockup. It's a real show.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. People go to jail that didn't really commit no crime at all, but they got locked up.
So y'all telling me that Heath Huxtable is guilty of taking it, huh?
How y'all know they just from that old man?
No, do y'all believe? So do y'all believe?
He was drunk enough.
Do y'all believe that Cosby has misogynist?
Now, in Bill's case, these ladies was asking for drugs. They came to his hotel room asking for something to make them relax. They definitely was going there to get smashed. They probably didn't expect them to not remember anything in the morning. And I believe that's true because Dave Chappelle said it happened to him.
So you believe that Bill Cosby's disposition is similar to Russell's and Puffy's and Harvey Weinstein?
Listen, they're all in the industry. They all in the elite industry.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I said, do you think that Cosby's disposition rivals, or is similar, I should say, to P. Diddy's, Russell Simmons and others that's guilty of that behavior? You think that's
And you know what? Let me ask you another question. This is really what. So this is what I say when multiple people say the same thing about you. Okay, now Michael Jackson, God rest his soul, has been accused of touching young kids most of his career. Okay, so do everybody believe that happened to that was his case?
No, Michael was gay. Michael was gay.
Hold on. Stop right there. Pause. Just because that's a whole nother show. To be honest, that's a whole nother show. Gregory, take a note. Put that on the calendar. Michael Jackson.
MJ.
Yeah, MJ.
King of Pop.
All right. Everybody pause for 1 minute because we got one more video. I want us to get it in. And God bless you, Michael.
Yeah, I mean, I love Michael Jackson, but
909, David.
Hold on. Okay, it's 909. All right, Gregory, show that everybody. Pause your mute your phones and hold your commentary until after the video. This one is about Harvey Weinstein. Timmy, please let them play the video.
Zoom meeting.
Sexual assault allegations. The scandal involving Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein has been in the headlines for the last few years, but the sexual assault allegations against him span decades. So many people came out against Weinstein that it's considered a landmark story for the entire Me Too movement. Here's how the scandal unfolded. It started with a piece in the New York Times. The article highlighted the allegations of several women claiming Weinstein sexually harassed them. Among them are actors Ashley Judd and Rose McGowan. Weinstein apologized and said he was taking a leave of absence from the Weinstein Company, his film studio. Days later, the board of the company let him go, saying this was in light of the allegations. More women then came out with their stories, including Gwyneth Paltrow and Angelina Jolie. Weinstein's wife, Georgina Chapman, announced that she's leaving her husband. Then the organization behind the Oscars voted to expel Weinstein, and the Producers Guild of America banned him for life. Later that month, a Canadian actor sued Weinstein for 2 sexual assaults that allegedly happened in 2000. She was known as Jane Doe and sought $14 million in Canadian dollars. Then actor Salma Hayek came out saying she repeatedly refused Weinstein's sexual advances. And the next year, Uma Thurman also came out with her allegations against Weinstein, saying she was like an animal wriggling away. Later that month, the New York Attorney General filed a lawsuit against the Weinstein Company on the basis it failed to protect its employees from alleged abuse. One of the first women to go public with the allegations, Ashley Judd, then sued Weinstein in the spring, saying he damaged her career when she rejected his advances. Weinstein then turned himself into New York police on sexual misconduct charges. He's charged with rape and other sex crimes against 2 women. Weinstein is then released on $1 million bail. His case moves toward a trial when a grand jury in New York indicted Weinstein on charges of rape and a criminal sexual act. Neither women involved are named. Weinstein formally pled not guilty to rape and sexual assault charges in the New York Supreme Court. Former actor Lucia Evans is revealed to be one of the women whose accusations prompted the charges. He then faces new sexual assault charges in New York from a third woman in a case dating back to 2006, and he pled innocent. A New York judge dropped one of the 6 sex assault charges after prosecutors said Lucia Evans had given a witness a different version of the alleged sexual assault from the one she had given them. The next year, a federal court dismissed Ashley Judd's sexual harassment lawsuit, but said that she could go forward with a defamation claim. Weinstein and his former studio members reach a tentative $44 million deal with women who accuse him of sexual misconduct. Later that year, he pled not guilty to new charges of predatory sexual assault. Rose McGowan filed a lawsuit against Weinstein, his former lawyers, and an intelligence firm, claiming they tried to silence her. Weinstein then faced a bail increase from $1 million to $5 million after prosecutors said he had mishandled or turned off his electronic ankle monitor. His lawyer chalked it up to technical issues. Weinstein showed up to court using a walker. His lawyer said he was due to have back surgery the next week. Weinstein and his former firm reached a tentative $25 million settlement with dozens of alleged victims. A former model accused Weinstein of sexually assaulting her when she was 16 years old. She was part of an earlier lawsuit but went public to file on her own. Just as Weinstein's trial process started in New York, he faced rape and sexual assault charges at a ballet. The Weinstein scandal is a landmark story, not just because of the movement it started. How it will end could set a precedent for future sexual assault cases. Thanks for watching Global News. If you want to stay up to date on the latest
Participants left for any.
That's how you get famous.
All right, ladies. I'm gonna go to the ladies first. Gina.
I believe it. I believe it. There's no all these women that are really good actresses. I mean, once they had me at what's her name? Chick with the big list, Angelina Jolie. What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She don't have no reason to lie. She got her own money. Like that's crazy. That's what these people do.
Got to the
and
top, though.
no, it's not. She got
That's
to the
how
top.
She got to the top by fucking around with Harvey Weinstein.
What? What did you
Go ahead, Gina. Continue to make your point.
Okay. No, I feel like that's what people do. You know, you see it in the movies already, so it's only like that's only real life that's actually what people are doing to help people cut breaks on movies and all that kind of stuff. If you don't have sex with me, then I'm gonna blackball you and you're not gonna work ever again. That's I'm not 100% because I'm not in there, but like that's probably what's going down, and it sucks. You know. Yeah,
that's exactly what's happening. Cause I just seen this girl that just blew up. She's in a couple of Tubi movies, and she was talking about how she was propositioned for like a 3-movie deal if she sleep with the dude anytime he wanted to for the next couple of years while they're filming, and this, that, and the third. And she said it wasn't the only person.
But it's not always like in the film industry. It's in other stuff too. It's like you could be going for a partnership at a law firm. And the top dog, one of the top dogs in that law firm be like, you know what? you're not gonna make partner unless you sleep with my ass.
But my thing is my thing is all the coochie, all the paid coochie in this world. Y'all can't just go buy it. I mean, if you wanted that bad, just go buy it. Because there's girls that's actually out here selling it. So
it's not always. It's about the power
It's a
and
power
what
thing.
they get out of it.
Right. It's the power.
It's not just
driven.
necessarily like
Because
if
they all the people with money frequent the damn Bunny Playhouse. They fuck all of them in there in the Bunny Playhouse, you know. And
why didn't we talk about Epstein though?
No.
Because he's been at the Playboy House too. He's been at the Playboy House too.
Hey. Just for case in point, that's a totally different topic. Remember, we're talking about the Me Too movement.
And check this out, y'all. Y'all never believe this. I was just watching the documentary. What's her name? Reagan, his wife. You know, she was labeled as the blowjob queen in the industry.
Timmy!
Yeah.
He's not
I can't
lying.
believe it. I said the same thing too. I said, get the fuck out of here.
So we talking about First Lady Nancy Reagan?
Yeah. Nancy Reagan was known as the BJ queen in the industry, Dave, for real.
Did she
I
come
couldn't
across?
believe that shit.
have to do with this topic?
That's what I'm about to say. Did she have any relation with Harvey or the rest of his
She had relations.
That's how she
with
landed on her road.
all the big name people.
Oh,
That's how she got Ronald his rose.
Oh my
No,
Lord.
Ronald.
She was an
Ronald
actress
helped
too.
her.
Yeah, she was.
Ronald helped her. He was on the union, actors union. She was being blackballed. Nancy was, and Ronald helped her out, and that's how they end up falling in love because he helped her out with her. Because he had
there's a lot of provocative, sexual deviant behavior that must have been taking place in the White House with some of our first ladies and presidents. Well, I'm telling you, those
when you
all
get
were
in
very dark.
and you got drugs and shit, quaaludes and drinking and shit. Yep, you're gonna do a lot of things that you ain't never did before.
All right, let's go back to Harvey. So again, this guy's disposition, right? Do you feel like that his sentencing, his punishment meets the crime? Let's go to Gina first. Do you think this man should be in jail? Do you think that he should have parole or have any discussions?
He's dead now, ain't he?
No.
He commit suicide, Jill?
How
No,
much?
he's
Yeah, he's dead.
No, he's not.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
That was Epstein.
That's Epstein.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that was Epstein. Yeah.
What was his sentence?
He just got 16 for California, something like that. And I don't know what his other one was.
Oh,
He got 16 years.
He got 16 years, I think. Just guys, do your homework. You guys are supposed to look up this stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, 16 years. I think he should have probably got 20, but
No,
I
think he got life. I think he got life.
He got life.
I think he got life, and I think they just adding to his thing, his sentence. But again, someone check that. Someone fact check that. I don't want to be spouting false information. So you think
absolutely?
All right, Patsy. Do you think that Weinstein's sentencing fits his crime?
Well, he should have got more than just a jail sentencing. He should have been, something should have been like shut up at and
castrated.
Or got cut off.
Oh.
If I'm right, not to cut you off, Patsy, you can continue. I think that he's currently serving a 23-year sentence.
Right.
He got 16 and 1. He got 16
at one part in
Okay,
17.
no,
So once he
listen to
do
what
his
I just
16,
said.
You're not yet. So Patsy was saying that she feels like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Patsy, that his sentencing doesn't meet the crime. That he should have gotten. They should have took something away from him besides his freedom. Go ahead, Patsy.
Exactly. So his manhood should be inhibited in one shape or form or another. And I really believe that thing should have been cut off.
So you see he didn't come across Lorena Bobby. So you feel like they should have enlisted Lorena's services
Exactly.
specifically.
So let me ask you, Patsy, what you think should happen to a woman that does that? Cut her titty off?
Tanya,
that shit should have been thrown up.
Tanya, how do you feel about his sentencing? Timmy, I'm telling you, boy.
Right.
Cutting off one
They're
breast is
talking
not going to
about
be the
men.
same as cutting off a man's penis. You need to put cement in her womb and seal it up.
I think that if all the women that he violated, he should have got natural life as a unit.
As a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's saying here he's only doing 16 to 18 years, yo.
You see that?
Yep, and that's it. And he should be getting.
So
listen,
remember what
this is
I told
it's time, Uncle D. It's time. Now I gotta cut their heads off. Remember, I told you about Oprah and Gail earlier.
Hold on, Gregory. Hold on. Let me go to the.
I'm glad.
Hold on, Timmy. Let's keep it together. We almost done.
Yeah, because I can't stand her.
Duchess.
The fact that he's getting 18 years is honestly, I think that is good because he could have got off completely. It's better than it's better than no years. This is a multi-million-dollar man.
Billion.
I'm sorry, multi-billion-dollar man. He could have did no time.
He's gonna still have 5 years. He owed him. If he had a 23-year sentence and he's getting out on 16, 18, he's still gonna owe them 5 years.
He might
they
get
can
out.
put that towards time served that he was in jail when he was waiting for his trial.
Have good behavior,
Well, he still should get gilded.
That man will be getting out before 10 years.
I believe so too.
Good behavior.
Right.
Kiana, do you think that his sentence is against his crime?
And
no, I believe he did more damage than we even know. So I don't believe that his quote unquote time is enough.
Okay. Gentlemen, let me go to
there, pay them fucking women that you insulted.
All right, that's your answer. Gregory, do you feel like that excuse me, see, I got me talking about Weinstein.
Because they're one and the same devil.
That's right.
All right. For case in point, let's stick to the topic. Do you think Weinstein is his that he has the sentencing?
No, I don't think that was like Patsy said. I believe he should be castrated and all that other good stuff. He should be humiliated in jail. They should make him get recorded doing stuff that he doesn't want.
Oh, y'all are just
Again.
Wait a minute, Timmy. Wait.
What do you do
in jail? He's gonna be a Martha Stewart jail. He ain't gonna be really in jail. He's gonna be a Martha Stewart jail.
That shit.
No, I'm saying this should be the punishment that he's receiving because some of the stuff, like for rape and stuff, this should be a serious crime. They shouldn't be getting years of time because y'all took something from this person's life. Almost as bad as murder.
Yeah, but let's just keep it to what we're talking about, guys. We're almost done. Robert, what do you think about Weinstein's sentencing?
I think that all rapers should get the death penalty. If they're not getting what Patsy said, their penis cut off and their vagina cemented closed, they should be murdered.
I said, so up. You want
because
that's too heavy to be carrying around cement.
You're actually changing an individual's life. they can never get back their normal life they had before they was victimized. So I say that you should change their life, change it for a serious, like as in cutting it off and submitting that thing closed.
All right, so stay with Robbie. 1 minute. 30 seconds. What do you, any advice to women, young and old, to prevent this such an act befalling them, such a bad thing taking place with them, rape? How do you prevent it? 30 seconds.
You got to have better judgment. You got to not be so eager to become rich and have a quick stardom. You have to stay away from the drugs, meaning extra the e pills,
Ecstasy.
the doggone mollies, the perks, the marijuana, the liquor, the syrups. Do not believe the hype. And don't let no one take advantage of you and manipulate a situation into becoming their happiness, their high. Meaning a man will rape you because he gets high off of it. He's not gonna accept easy vagina. He wants a challenge.
All right, that's your 30. Timmy?
Uh, yeah, my advice is, like Robert said, use your damn head. If someone is inviting you to their fucking house or back to their motel, ding ding ding, you better put that red flag up and wait a minute. What is the purpose of us going back to his house? Because I know, and any adult person knows that if you go to someone's person's house or in their bedroom, shit's going down. That's all too. Now, if you don't want to do that, then don't go at all. That's when you use your head.
That's your 30. Gregory?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Uncle Rob a little bit too, because there's definitely this video going viral right now of this girl that said, "Oh, I only talk to people with money," and she got into the car with this guy, and this guy basically she's saying, "I'm an easy girl. He could have got my coochie easy," or whatever she was saying, but the dude basically knocked her out, drugged her, and probably raped her. She doesn't know. She was getting a rape kit that day, but he supposedly raped her, allegedly.
Oh, he was a monster. That was a real
stop.
monster.
Stop. That's so Gregory, that's your advice to them?
No, my advice is to steer clear of these people. I said I agree with Uncle Rob. That's what I'm saying. Steer clear. Try to be a good person, man. Everything isn't gold that glitters.
Be clear about it. Patsy, what is your advice to these young ladies to avoid, excuse me, I'm sorry, let's just say women, period, to avoid these things from happening to them? Rape.
Like Robert said, use your head. Don't think because you can get some head from a guy that that's all he wants is you can give him no head. No, he want more than that. So just use your own head, your own common sense. Use your instinct and just stay clear and keep away from those drinks that somebody done poured for you, because you don't know what's in it.
Okay.
Besides what they say.
All right, Gina.
BYOB, bring your own bottle.
I would say make sure that you keep a close relationship with a friend that's responsible, or a family member, or your mother, to have some type of safety code, safety text when you go out. So if you respond and you don't respond, or you respond a certain word, then we know that it's like you're not feeling well, you're in danger,
You're in
you're
trouble.
concerned.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely have some type of
Safety net set up.
Safety net set up, exactly, with somebody that you trust. Also, never leave your drink, never let nobody pour your drink, or never leave your drink unattended. And sometimes when you do all that and you think you're meeting a good guy and you're even dating them for a little while, something still could happen when you think that you can trust this person. So pray up, keep your prayers up, trust in God, and just try to live your life the safest way you possibly can.
Like that special part about the prayer. Tanya?
I'm gonna have to second that. Always stay prayed up and have a plan and be wise about your surroundings and who you out with.
Mm-hmm. All right, Duchess, I'm gonna let you take us home.
Okay. I mean, the old rules apply. Don't put yourself in predicaments that is not in your best interest. Never get so inebriated that you don't know
what's going on. Your surroundings.
And don't be traveling solo. Like have a buddy, have a backup plan. I mean, again, these rules go back 50, 60 years. Don't take drinks from people you don't know. If it didn't come from the bartender, even some of those can be suspect, but you don't want it. Buy your own drink. I mean,
that's why I bring my
there is no easy out. But you can't do nothing for something. So don't think that you're gonna get okay. My background talker. Go ahead.
Serious. Go ahead, Gianni, finish up.
No, you can't. You're not gonna get $1 million for doing nothing. So if you think that you see glitter on the other side, believe you me, you done walk through some shit to get over there. So nothing's easy. Pay attention to your surroundings. If something doesn't feel right, more likely than not, it's not right. And be smarter with your choices.